Welcome to Peachtree. In this video, we want to cover the following topics: new company setup, creating company's chart of account, customization, classification and coding system, account types, entering general ledger, beginning balance. So let's go to Peachtree. We want to create a new company. Next, let's say A, B, C Limited. So all of that information we entered. Use a sample business type. No, I want to build my own chart of account. This is designed for accountants and advanced users only. So I'll say next. Account segment, no. Accruals, yes. Smart posting, yes. 12 months, January to 2013. Next. So finish. So this is our company, ABC Limited. To create, we go to the maintain menu. That maintain menu will come down to chart of account. Chart of account. So this is maintain chart of account. To create, we have the close button, new, list, save and new, delete. So the first thing I need to do is my account ID, because I said I would create everything on my own. So everything is blank. I'll say cancel. Description. Then I also have account type. So under account type, we have account payable, account receivables, accumulated depreciation, cash, cost of sales. Equity does not close. Equity does not close. This means drawings for sole proprietorship or director's current account for limited liability company. Equity get closed. Equity get closed. This is share capital or our preference share capital. We also have equity retained earnings. This is our revenue reserve. Then we have the expenses, fixed assets, income, inventory, long-term liability. We also have other assets, other current assets, other current liability, payable retainage and receivable retainage. So we now want to create our chart of account. You select, let me select my Microsoft. Let me open a new page. I'll press Ctrl N to open a new page in Microsoft. What we want to do, we want to start our coding system. Coding system. Let me highlight to make it bold. And increase the font. So let's say under our account type, we have three main headings: account type, we have the first thing. If we check it out, the first thing we have We have account ID, description, then account type. So let's go back to, let's say, account ID, then description, then we have account type. So we want to now classify our account ID. The next thing to do now is to say let's now formulate code for our account ID. Then I will assume account ID. Anything that has to do with cash, I'll start from 1 and 5 zeros. So for instance, all my cash and banks will be under code 1 to 5 zeros. So this means if I say cash under description, let me copy this, copy, Ctrl C, let me copy it down, Ctrl V. If I say account ID 100050, then I'll say description will be, let me start with cash in hand. Then the account type will be cash. The next one will now be 100 plus another 1, or let me say 100, let me add plus 10, it will now be, let me call this petty cash. I also have this also beyond that cash. For instance, if I also have Zenith Bank, GTB, First Bank, I'll keep on adding 10. You can also add 111, 50, 100, depending on the company's policy. So plus 10 will now be 20. This will now be GT Bank. It will still be under cash. Then let me just add 2 more. 2. Then that will be plus 10. Will give me 30. Then that will be Zenith Bank. And let me just add 1 more. Plus 10 will give me 40. So let me call it First Bank. First Bank. So it will still be under cash. So this is how to create your coding system. So let me change the color to distinguish to distinguish the account ID, from the account type. So we can now see that to create account ID, this is our code. We have description, then we have account type. So all you are creating will be created under account type. So now let's now create our code for all other account type. So this is our coding system for account type. We have cash 1 and make it 6 digit. We have income 2, make it 6 digit. Same thing goes for cost of sales 3, expenses 4, fixed asset. Then we also have accumulated depreciation. Then we have other assets. Then we have inventory 6. So this means as we created it for cash, we just add 10. For additional items, we add 10, 10, 10. If you like, may add 1, 1, 1. If you like, you may add 50, 50, or 100, 100. So depending on the company's policy, even you may even make it like 8 digit or 9 digit. So, but just for simplicity's sake, we want to just limit ourselves to 6 digit. So this is our account type. So we have allocated the code to each and every item. So assuming we are trading company, and another important thing to note in Peachtree is that for every stock item, we must have 3 general ledger accounts allocated to every stock item. So assuming we are selling a particular product, let me say nylon, it will have 3 major accounts linked to that particular item. The 3 major accounts are sales, cost of sales, and stock item. Sales, cost of sales, and stock account will be linked to one stock item. So when we are creating the income for the nylon, we will say sales nylon, we give it its code 2, 3 zeros and 10. Then I'll say cost of sales nylon 3 zeros and 10. Then it will now come under inventory. This inventory, assuming we are into manufacturing, we can create 3 accounts under inventory. That is, we can say finished goods, work in progress, and finished goods, work in progress, and raw materials. So take your time to study the chart of account before we go to the next step. So now let's enter our cash account type under cash into Peachtree. These are 5 items. So let's select Peachtree. We go to the maintain menu, chart of account. What is our code? 1, then 5 zeros, one, five. You say press enter. Description, you say cash in hand, then you select cash. So that's correct. You say save. If you click on save, it saves this record. If you click on save and new, it saves the current account and start a new one. That means it will wipe off all what is there, all the descriptions, and bring a new page. So let us just select save. So it still retains our last record. We will now change the last two. We now say 10 and press enter. Then description, that will be our petty cash. Then we click on save. Then the next thing is to post the second one, plus 10, 20, that's GTB. You say save. Then go to Zenith, under plus 10, Zenith, then we save again. Then we also have 40. That is First Bank. So this how to enter transactions in Peachtree. Then save. Then I can now close this menu. So now let's look at coding system based on income. Let's assume this company is into selling, let's say, nylon, paper, they sell biros, they sell pencil. So that means our coding system is, the account ID is 2. So 2, we have the account type is income. The account ID is 2, then make it 6 digits. We can have a general name, sales income. So the general name will be sales income. Then account type is income. Then if we are selling, it depends on the kind of product we are selling. For every stock item, we have 3 general ledger account for a stock item. So assuming nylon is our first stock item, we'll say sales dash nylon, then still comes under income. Then we also have, assuming we are selling paper, it's also under account type is income. Then if you also have, let's say biro, it still comes under income. Then if you also have pencil also, it's still under income. So assuming we have services that we do render, it still comes under income. Let's put our code, the next one plus 10. You can now call it, assuming we are into training services, training services, it still come under income. Then let me just add one more. Training services, then let me say rental services. That we render in our company, it still come under account type income. So this is for income. So you'll be given a small exercise to key in all these items into Peachtree. All you need to do is go to Peachtree, you go to maintain, chart of account, if you click on the drop down list, you will see what we have created with earlier. So if now I want to create new, just press cancel. Then let's do 200 5 zeros. We say enter. Then we have sales income. You now come to account type and select income and you press save. So you can now continue to enter the others. So let me display it for you to see. Having done that, let's now check cost of sales. Cost of sales is 3 and 5 zeros. So I mentioned earlier that for every stock item we will have it will be related to 3 general ledger account, which is sales, cost of sales, and inventory itself. So we have done sales for nylon, for paper, for biro, and for pencil. In the same vein that we will do also cost of sales. You can just abbreviate it COS. Cost of sales, the first one, that's the heading. Then beneath, cost of sales nylon, cost of sales paper, cost of sales. And remember, our coding system is just add 10 10 10 10 10. So I believe you should be able to enter it into Peachtree. Just go to the maintain menu, select the chart of account, then enter the ID, description, and account type. Plus 20 plus 10, enter, click. Save it. Enter. Biro. Save it. Enter. You notice that our services is not included in cost of sales because all expenses are part of the general expenses. So I will say save. So to now see the list of all what we have posted so far, just come up, you see list of records. So let's select our list. So this is our list that we have done so far. So we have cash in hand. We also have petty cash, under cash. We have not yet entered the opening balances. So is this 0? We're also going to talk about dollar sign. This dollar sign that's reflecting how we can change it to naira in our subsequent videos, and how to enter opening balance in the next video. So these are our sales income, other income, sales of nylon, biro, training services, rental services, and cost of sales. So we'll continue on other aspects of our chart of account in our next video. I hope these have been informative for you. I want to thank you for viewing.